should go our separate ways, but now you're back, begging for a place to stay. Oh, it's not right. I wanna kiss you when we fight, kiss you when we fight. So hit the road, babe. I don't wanna see the mess you make. I don't wanna hear about your mistakes. I just wanna live my life without you. So have a nice day. Close that door and be on your way. Not much else that I wanna say. I just wanna live my life without you. Forever in the heartbeat.
everyone. Welcome to Meanwhile Studying with Paximus. I hope you're having a great day, a great Saturday. It's so good that you are here. I thought it'd be kind of cool to try out studying on a Saturday. Who knew that studying on a Saturday would be a good thing, right? Well, thank you so much for joining Meanwhile Studying with Paximus. If you don't know what we do here, I want to kind of give you a little idea of what we do. We spend about 2 hours each time that we come on to the live stream. We do 25 minutes of study, and then we do 5 minutes of break. 25 minutes of study and 5 minutes of break. We do that for about 2 hours. But if you can notice, we do about 5 minutes worth of checking in, just connecting with each other. I do this little intro just to kind of give people who are probably checking this out for the very first time a little glimpse of what we do. The concept's really simple, and we have a lot of fun listening to music as we're studying. But in case you don't like studying, this is a good time to learn how to focus or be productive, and also in the meantime getting to know people through the live stream, which is really what we're here for, is to connect with each other at the end of the day. So I'm so grateful, I'm so thankful that you guys are here. It's so great to see that there's a couple people here in the live stream on a Saturday. I love the dedication, guys. The dedication is so awesome. I love it. Hashtag Pax Familia. I gotta be honest, I'm digging the hashtag. I think it's so great. Consult the Blind Guy, welcome, and this is for you. That's for you. That is for you, my friend. And Aaron Waller is in the house. This is for you as well. Hey, but you know what? I'm not the only one who's cheering for you guys. Look who's in the house, of course, biting himself because, well, the weather's not doing well for him. Hey, Linus. Atta kid. Poor dog. He is really suffering. But you know what, guys? It's so good that you guys are here, that you are able to hang out with us for a little bit. So this is really awesome to have you guys here on a Saturday when you could be doing other things. I love the dedication that you have, the support that you give me on this channel. It's so awesome. Hey, Aaron, I just wanted to kind of give you an update on that. So the stream, I did a live stream last night. Hey, MGC in the house. Of course, he has to put something up like that. Yeah, so the stream, actually, MGC was on the live stream with me, just kind of hanging out for a little bit, and it ended up going for about 30 minutes. And in that 30 minutes, I kind of realized something, and so did MGC. We were doing some homework. We were trying to figure out, hey, if we were to live stream with like popular mainstream music just for the purposes of playing, you know, the music while we're live streaming, but then I would delete the video and then put in my own music that I play for you guys here, just to switch things up a bit, because again, how would I put it? Like I don't want to get in trouble, of course, and my purpose is not to do copyright infringement or to get flagged or anything like that. My purpose is to just play music. It's simple as that. Play music, you know, fun music that people would love. And then we found out that if we were to play something, even just for 10 seconds, I have the possibility of getting flagged. And at the end of the day, we were just like, no, it's not worth it. We should just keep doing what we're doing. Be faithful to the process. Enjoy it. Enjoy the community that we've been building, and no flagging. Let's not flag it. So it's really great that that MGC was actually doing some homework with me, trying to figure out, hey, should we actually do that or not? And we, at the end of the time of the 30 minutes, realized, okay, let's not do that. And I quickly deleted the live stream. So even like the moment it ended, it just got deleted because I clicked the thing. So but it's so good to see you guys here. How are you doing? I'm willing to just kind of go for like another 5 more minutes. into a study session, or before we go into a study session, I'd like to just kind of hear from you. Let me know in the comments, what is it that you're going through on a Saturday? You know what? For me personally, I actually did a lot of live streaming this morning, except it wasn't my own live streaming. I was catching up with other people that I follow on YouTube. Like for instance, there's a live stream that I caught. So I think it's Nick Niminati, right? Is that how, or Niminim, like Niminam? I don't know how how do you pronounce his last name, but I've seen his YouTube channel quite frequently, and I was actually about to hit the I did hit the subscribe button, but I was kind of trying to figure out, like, you know, this guy's got so much like energy. He's filled with such a positive attitude, and wanting to serve and help people, kind of, especially YouTubers trying to figure out how to be on YouTube. And then I quickly went to a different live stream just as I was about to put in something like just a comment into the chat. I noticed that my friend Dole Whip Dad was live streaming, so I was like, oh, I'm gonna go catch his live stream. And then a little bit after that, there's Pat Flynn on the income stream, and then after that was the Lynn Project. It's a new friend, kind of, I would say, like a collaborator with Dole Whip Dad, and I caught her show, and I actually loved hers. I love people who laugh at themselves, like in a way that where they just like brush it off, and you know, they're like, I don't know, they take it easy, you know, they take things with levity. So it was really cool. It was refreshing, actually. That she was just making like pancakes with like all these like toppings of chocolate and raspberries and stuff like that. So let's see what you guys have been saying. And I love the fact that you guys connect the moment you guys get into the chat. I love that you guys connect with each other. So let's see. Well, you tried it at least, and nothing wrong with sticking to it. But we know what works and what doesn't work. So yeah. And I've been doing my own homework for tomorrow's stream with everything happening with DC fandom. So here's the thing. I actually caught a little bit of the DC fandom, and I got to see the interview with Zack Snyder and the cast of Justice League. That for me was like it was one of those moments where I was like, it's just everything's coming together, you know. It was just everything's coming together. But yeah, so I saw that, and then saw the little teaser trailer that they showed. And of course we kind of know, like, the movie, we already know what happens in the movie, but it was just kind of it was just nice to see Zack Snyder's take on it. And so I'm super excited, like super excited. If you haven't seen the trailer, they're going to be playing it on the website probably for the next, or within the 24 hours. So I highly suggest you go check that out, just because there's some stuff in there that, if you're a Superman fan like I am, like I think my friend Aaron is also a Superman fan. I don't know about you other guys, but if you're a fan of Superman, you definitely need to check out that trailer. And then, of course, I've been kind of keeping up with what else has been going on, like The Flash. I got to see the panel of The Flash, Wonder Woman, which I'm really excited about as well. So it's really cool. So I'm glad you're doing your homework, Aaron, because that definitely will help when you do Cinematically Late. And I played my flute today for my challenge. I shared some of my culture. That's awesome. That is so cool. Nick Niminam. Nick Niminati is for us faller. Gotcha. Okay, and I've been up since 4 a.m. You know what? I don't know how you do it because, well, actually, I do know how you do it because I've been up since like 4 a.m. I think too. Oh no, wait, it was 5:30. Let's go with that. It was 5:30, and let's see. You know what? Let's just go back to this. Hey, that sounds good. Okay, so it was 5:30. I woke up and couldn't go back to bed, which is typical, and unfortunately, haven't gone back to bed. But I like almost took a nap right before this. And it's a good thing I didn't take a nap because I don't know why, but it's during this time of day that I get really sleepy. And so with that, I had to get some coffee. And I don't know if you guys have seen me kind of bring this out quite frequently, but this has become one of my favorite mugs. I got this in Utah at Zion. It's become one of the coolest mugs. It's just got it just feels right, especially with coffee in it. Speaking of coffee, let me take this sip. Oh my goodness. That's just beautiful. Okay. So I know what it's like to be up since like 4 a.m., also 5:30, but today was 5:30. I missed like every live stream today. Hey, you know what? And we have those days, and that's okay. And the reason why I'm like running to your defense, Aaron, right now is because there's days, specifically, there was this last Thursday. It was like my day off, right? I took a day off of live streaming only to find out that I was so exhausted that I couldn't even like catch up with anybody else that I wanted to catch up with. To the point where I went to Hey Archer's live stream and kind of came in like halfway through because I was exhausted. I needed a day to just relax a little bit. And it did help, by the way. It did help in the sense that I was able to relax. But and then Friday morning came by and I was like, okay, I think I'm feeling a little bit better. And then this morning, since, waking up at 5:30, 4 o'clock, if we're all, following the train of thought here, but 5:30 in the morning to now, I didn't really do much except, watch a little bit of live streaming. And that to me was okay. I had actually every intention of live streaming earlier this morning, but when I kind of I went from one live stream to the next, I was like, okay, well, maybe this morning's meant for me to just live stream and get to see other people and connect with other people. And then I started to think, well, should I do the live stream on Saturday for Meanwhile Studying with Paximus, or should I do it on Sunday? And then I thought, well, let me try it Saturday because I haven't really done it. And then I've also kind of done some homework myself, and, a lot about that, what passion I have for that. So I noticed that I have a little trend of days that I get a lot of people to come back to our channel. And I say our channel because it's us. It's not me. It's us. And I love that. I love that it's a community of us. So it's great because I'm starting to see the trend. Like Thursdays actually seems to be a really good day for people on my channel. Same thing with Sunday nights, apparently, which is kind of strange because I think I've only done it once. But I got like a lot of people to not only see my content, but be in the chat during the time we were live streaming. And then there's also Tuesdays and so Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. Basically days that are opposite of the days that I actually live stream. So I was trying to figure out, okay, is it that those views are coming after the day after we live stream, or is it literally the day that we live stream? Because like I don't remember live streaming on a Thursday very much or a Sunday very much, but those are days that are apparently popular. So all that to say is I don't know if we're going to hold on to the Monday, Wednesday, Friday thing, but I'd like to because that's what I've been promoting this whole time. So anyways, I hope you followed that train of thought. And you would think I'm like wired, but I'm not. I'm trying to get wired because I'm so tired. So this is me on go, go, go. Okay, perfect sound effect for the Zack Snyder comment. Yeah, thank you. I'm trying to be more aware that I have tools at my disposal, and just use a couple of them. I haven't been able to as much as I wanted to. Hey, we're gonna go back to the intro because this is a perfect time to connect, I think. Since this is more what's the word? Well, connecting time. So let's see. We got ever heard of or see Project Trio, upright bassist, cellist, and beatbox flute player? I've actually never heard of that. I'm gonna write that down. What is it? Project Trio, or have I heard of that? Project Trio. Okay. Well, I'm gonna keep that in mind. Let's see. So long as there's nothing going on, I plan on being here whenever you're live. Hey, I really appreciate that, Andrew. Thank you so much for the full support. And I noticed that you even left a couple of comments on some of the videos that we've been doing in recent days. So I really, really appreciate you guys doing that and coming out, hanging out, and listening to music. And hopefully, this is something that you get a lot of like productivity out of, or that you're able to focus on a singular task and use this time wisely. So hey, Rhino Dog is in the house. Hey, there we go, right there. How you doing, Ryan? It's good to have you. It's good to have you here. Let's see. Who am I? Okay, so I think I got everything. Look at your analytics, and it will tell you when you get your views. Yeah, so that's the funny thing, is that I was doing that, and it's so strange because we live stream on a Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, generally speaking, but all the days that came back with the highest views were opposite days. So it was a little strange. But then again, I'm on episode 31? I'm on episode 31, guys. This is crazy. I've been live streaming like a madman. Speaking of live streaming, like there's no tomorrow, Consult a Blind Guy has been doing that every single day, if I'm not mistaken, for the Lita challenge, right? And I got to tell you, I don't think I could do that. That's a lot. As much as I really enjoy this, especially connecting with you, that's a lot of stress. It really is, because the preparation that goes into live streaming, especially the way that I like to live stream, I have a certain procedure of things. I have a certain way of setting things up. It's a lot of work. And I think you guys totally understand what that feels like. And because you guys are content creators and YouTubers, and I don't want to assume that you have no idea what I'm talking about, because I think you know completely what that's like. And Consult a Blind Guy, you do 2 times a day. That's nuts. That is nuts. I mean, that's nuts. But I mean, that's awesome that you're able to do that. I don't know if I could do that, to be honest. Let's see. What is this? You ever study the ancient art of CBT? Not sure what that is. Not sure what that is. Okay. So we are gonna go into, we're gonna go into about 25 minutes of study time, and I'll play some music in the background. And Squidward, this is your first time here. Welcome. In case you're not aware of what we do the Pomodoro technique of studying 25 minutes, and then we do 5 minutes of study time, or I'm sorry, of break time. I'll play some music in the background, so if you're working on studying or prepping, or if you're just relaxing, hopefully that this is a channel where you can always come back to. We live stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 4:50 p.m. So hopefully you enjoy it. We're going to go into it in about 18 seconds. We're going to go into the Pomodoro technique. and I forgot to actually set up my iPad because we use the Forest app, or at least I do. And for those who want to start using the Forest app, I will send an invite pretty soon. But in the meantime, thank you so much for being here on Meanwhile Studying with Paximus. Here's a little bit of music for you. I'm going to cue it up in just a moment. And feel free to use the chat so that you guys can, connect and get to know each other a little bit. I would say, as I always do, try and keep it to a minimum, just because my goal here is to help and encourage you to stay on task, to stay focused, to be able to enjoy kind of the music, and then being able to, study. So let's go ahead and go with a little bit of retrowave for tonight. Hey everybody, we're back. Hopefully you got some work done or some relaxation or focus, whichever it is that you need. Hopefully you got it done. I'm still working out details on my master thesis, trying to get, again, playing the waiting game, trying to get some of those details sorted out. Right now it's funny because I'm not I need to type something. You know what I mean? I'm getting that itch to type because at the end of the day, I feel like I'm a writer. Yes, and I am a fan of my own work. Thank you very much. But I need to type something, especially when I have the topic of homework in my head and I can't do that. It's so frustrating. I can't do that because I don't have the go-ahead yet to push out my homework questionnaire, which is highly important to my research. Sorry, I needed to get that really off my chest. But anyways, I'm really glad that you guys are here. Rhino Dog says, I have a few years on you, MCC. I was born in 74. I guess that's why I love Stranger Things. Man, I love that show. I actually saw just a small clip of Stranger Things, I think a couple of days ago, thinking, oh my gosh, are they coming out with a new season? Which I think they are, but I just, because of the pandemic and whatnot, because COVID. And I found out that there's a site somewhere nearby where they're doing a drive-in experience of Stranger Things. I don't know if it's here or somewhere else, but I saw it on the news and I freaked out for a second. And I thought, man, that would be awesome to do a drive-through, drive-in type of experience where you get to experience a Stranger Things theme. I thought that would be cool. Yes, and it is a great show. I think all of us are either 70s or 80s, but I don't know. I don't know. So I was born in the 80s, and my older brother and sister, they're 10 and 13 years apart from me. So it's kind of strange. I feel like I'm definitely an 80s kid, but growing up, obviously, 90s for me was kind of the thing. But the thing that holds me, I think, as an old soul is the 70s because of my brother and sister. I mean, I was around them all the time, so it just, I don't know. I love the 70s for some reason. 70s and 80s, I love it. I like the 90s, the 90s were fun. It was different. It was a different time, whatever. So Aaron's still here, but we'll be in and out for a bit. Hope to be back by the next break. Hey, no worries. And we're going to get back to studying in about a minute or so. And I am going to do a new plant. Like I mentioned, guys, this forest app that I'm going to show you right now, just in a sec, this is, I don't know what it is, but it's fun for me. I enjoy it. I think it's just fun to kind of keep track of your progress. You know what I mean? Speaking of progress, I'm going to go ahead and put down that we've done the first task of 25 minutes. So this is our first go at 25 minutes. We're going to be going into the second in about 45 seconds. And, yeah, this music is definitely a Stranger Things type of, vibe. So I'm really digging it. I'm enjoying it. Again, guys, thank you so much for being here. And for those of you who are catching this on the replay, hashtag Pax Replay. Welcome to the hashtag Pax Familia. If you want to be part of the Familia, you just go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and the notification bell so that you get updates every time I bring in some new content. You're the first to know about it. Guys, we're going to go into our second here on Meanwhile Studying with Paximus. Hey everybody, we're back. MGC, just to let you know, in case you're still listening. Hey, there we are. Is it wrong that you're dancing in your garage, working on a project, listening to these jams? Absolutely not. That's what I have to say about that. Hey, if you're just joining us, this is Meanwhile Studying with Paximus. I love the fact that you guys are taking the time out of your schedule, which is on a Saturday, by the way, to be with me on this impromptu study sesh. We're actually, we just finished the second session of 25 minutes on the pomodoro technique, which is basically, I mean, the concept's simple, right? All we do is we get together for 25 minutes. We study, we read, we relax, whatever it is, whatever activity that helps you to maybe unwind or stay focused or some sort of productivity. That's for you to decide. But my goal is to help and encourage you to stay focused and kind of stay with a 25-minute study session. And then for 5 minutes, we usually try to interact in the chat. I'd like to kind of see how you guys are doing throughout your day and then just kind of respond to you and just get to know you a little bit better. And then after our, our 2 hour, because we do this for 2 hours, and it seems like it's a lot, by the way, right? It seems like it's a lot, but I think the music tends to help kind of stay in that zone, to stay focused. Now, when I was a kid, I wish I had learned how to study like this, because quite frankly, had I learned how to study like this, I think I would have done very well in school. I really think so. It was when I got into college, that's where I noticed, like, oh, maybe I should have learned how to study. But the problem was nobody really taught me how to study. And you know what? I'm not the only one who feels that or believes that, because I just spoke to someone recently who said that they had been teaching, or before they had been teaching, they went to a school, in my area, and they said that it could be the fact that within our district, they didn't really teach that. They didn't know how to teach study skills, which I think is a fine art, actually, that needs to be taught to students. Anyways, all that to say is, I wish I had this type of environment in which I could just relax, but still focus and be productive in working. So hopefully you find that enjoyable, and hopefully you guys are able to connect in the chat as well. Usually after the 2 hours, we tend to just kind of chat a little bit afterwards. And we literally can talk about whatever it is you guys want to talk about. So it doesn't have to be education based all the time. Although that's what my channel is about. Paximus Enterprises is basically, if you will, a compilation of, like, at this point, 4 to 5 different segments within the umbrella of education. There's Meanwhile Vlogging with Paximus, which is kind of just showing you around my day-to-day, type of teacher stuff that I do. Although that's a different story, and I'll fill you in on that another day. And then there's Meanwhile Back at the Lab with Paximus, where I bring in a person like a head of school or a teacher or a parent or even students to interview them about hot topics in education, which that I'm actually really proud of, because that was kind of my first jump into any of this. Like, before I even did live streaming, my goal was to see, hey, maybe I can do a podcast. You know, that would be awesome to do a podcast about stuff that I'm passionate about, which is education. And then the second thing that I'm passionate about, or maybe just equal to, is homework, the topic of homework. Now, if you don't know much about my story, I'm in the middle of a Master Thesis. I'm in the middle of a master's program and a credential program as well, and it's a lot of work, but it's very rewarding. So yeah, and I like exactly like what Consult the Blind Guy says, MGC, jam it out, you know, jam out. So we're gonna go into our third session of 25 minutes of study. I really want to thank you guys for hanging out, and here is another 25 minutes of uninterrupted study time here on Meanwhile Studying with Paximus.
I tried so hard to let go, writing poetry and rhymes just to get you off my mind. It's either yes or it's no. I'm not a yo-yo on a string that you flip and twist and swing. I'm not gonna vibe tonight. You don't get everything you like, 'cause I'm not ready. If I'm not ready, I'm not gonna vibe tonight. You don't get everything you like, 'cause I'm not ready. If I'm not ready, second guessing your words, 'cause you choke right when I see that you're all I really need. But if I'm honest, I know this whole thing has been a sign that I'm running out of time. I'm not gonna vibe tonight. You don't get everything you like, 'cause I'm not ready. If I'm not ready, I'm not gonna vibe tonight. You don't get everything you like, 'cause I'm not ready. If I'm not ready, I'm not gonna vibe tonight. You don't get everything you like, 'cause I'm not ready. Come on now, come on, won't you come with me? Time to let it go and be free. Won't you come and breathe the open skies? Come now, come listen to the melody. Slow it down, put yourself at ease. Time to live it light. Get away from the do's and don'ts. Get away, don't let it close. Loco, loco, paraíso. Come and swim to the loco paraíso. Under the lazy evening sun. Paraíso, come and swim to the loco paraíso. Under the lazy evening sun. Come live a little bit of what you dream. Don't get stuck in what you cannot be. About time you drop that fight. When the heat be rising and we still gliding, nothing's gonna change how we feel. It's a wondrous ride. Get away from the do's and don'ts. Get away, don't let it close. Loco, loco, paraíso. Come and swim to the loco paraíso. Under the lazy evening sun. Paraíso, come and swim to the loco paraíso. Under the lazy evening sun. Loco paraíso, come and swim to the loco paraíso. Under the lazy evening sun. Paraíso, come and swim to the loco paraíso. Under the lazy evening sun. Under the lazy evening sun.
somebody else. With you I can't be myself. That sure is something else. Can we stay for a while until the fire's been out? It's a shimmering light, setting is right. Just assumed we were more than just friends, 'cause I felt the tension in the room. Caught in emotion on every occasion. Laughter in hours of gloom. Can we stay for a while until the fire's burned out? It's a shimmering night, setting is right.
Hey, we're back. Hope you enjoyed that session. That is session number 3 of the pomodoro technique. I hope you guys are enjoying it. Let me know in the chat. Let me know what you guys are up to right now. What are you working on specifically? That would actually be kind of a good question to ask, I thought. And if you're not working on anything, just put in relaxing, hanging out, you know, listening to the music, whatever. So I don't know how many of you know, but I am not currently employed as a teacher right now because, well, there's a little thing going around called COVID-19. So with that, no matter how you feel about the whole situation, what is a fact and what is true, and I promise I'm not getting political on this, is just the simple fact that there's budget cuts. And with budget cuts, that means people like me who essentially work in the arts right now, which is why I'm going back to school, is to get my credential in English, because I want to be more core teacher in terms of core subjects. So like English or even social studies would be great. But I essentially picked English because I love the idea of storytelling and doing it through creative writing and even nonfiction. So yeah, I'm doing that. And right now, I don't know if you can relate to this, but what I mentioned before in the last break that we had was everything seems to be on pause, right? Everything's up in the air. There's not much traction that I'm getting in terms of work related, well, at least in the education realm. So right now, what I've been doing is I've actually been getting work as a freelancer, essentially, or independent contractor, however you want to spin it, doing film editing, because I don't know if you've ever seen any of my work on my YouTube channel, but all the graphics that I do, all the segments that I do, all of the thumbnails and stuff like that, those are things that I do on my channel and that I do for other clients. In fact, I had a client 2 days ago, 3 days ago? What's today, Saturday? Yeah, 2 days ago, in which I'm helping them kind of with their film reel because they are using it for audition purposes to try and get into the acting industry, which is kind of strange, but it's also true that I actually went to acting school for about 3 years, or was it 3 years? 2.5. I think it was maybe 2.5 years when I was in high school. So I learned a lot about, the industry. And not only did I bring that to the table, but I was able to bring my expertise of film and editing, especially because I think that's my wheelhouse, is being able to edit, and make a cohesive story. So anyways, so I'm playing the waiting game, as you've heard me say quite a few times. And yes, Rhino Dog, I appreciate that, by the way. You are the unsung heroes that we need more of as teachers. And I would even go as far as to say for sure that you are as well unsung heroes, because you guys risk your lives daily. And if you guys don't know who Rhino Dog is, he's awesome. He is part of the fire department. So, and I believe he said 8 more years until you have to, or not have to, but 8 more years until you have the option to either retire or, maybe even keep working, I suppose. But thank you for your service and what you do. Really, really, I've said this before, but I'll say it again for sure. Really appreciate your service and what you do. And we are going to go into our next session. It's session number 4 of the Pomodoro technique here on Meanwhile Studying with Paximus. Thanks for hanging out, guys.
Tried so hard to let go, writing poetry and rhymes just to get you off my mind. It's either yes or it's no. I'm not a yo-yo on a string that you flip and twist and swing. I'm not gonna vibe tonight. You don't get everything you like, 'cause I'm not ready. If I'm not ready, I'm not gonna vibe tonight. You don't get everything you like, 'cause I'm not ready. If I'm not ready, second guessing your words, 'cause you choke right when I see that you're all I really need. But if I'm honest, I know this whole thing has been a sign that I'm running out of time. I'm not gonna vibe tonight. You don't get everything you like, 'cause I'm not ready. If I'm not ready, I'm not gonna vibe tonight. You don't get everything you like, 'cause I'm not ready. If I'm not ready, I'm not gonna vibe tonight. You don't get everything you like, 'cause I'm not ready. If I'm not ready, I'm not gonna vibe tonight. You don't get everything you like, 'cause I'm not ready. If I'm not ready, you don't get everything you like, yeah. You don't get everything you like, yeah, 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 yeah. No. I'm not gonna Come on now, come on, won't you come with me? Time to let it go and be free. Won't you come and breathe the open skies? Come now, come listen to the melody. Slow it down, put yourself at ease. Time to live it light. Get away from the do's and don'ts. Get away, don't let it close. Loco, loco, paraíso. Come and swim, come and swim to the loco paraíso. Under the lazy evening sun. Paraíso, come and swim to the loco paraíso. Under the lazy evening sun. Come live a little bit of what you dream. Don't get stuck in what you cannot be. About time you drop that fight. When the heat be rising, the we still gliding. Nothing's gonna change how we feel. It's a wondrous ride. Get away from the do's and don'ts. Get away, don't let it close. Loco, loco, paraíso. Come and swim to the loco paraíso. Under the lazy evening sun. Paraíso, come and swim to the loco paraíso. Under the lazy evening sun. Loco paraíso, come and swim to the loco paraíso. Under the lazy evening sun. Paraíso, come and swim to the loco paraíso. Under the lazy evening sun. Under the lazy evening sun.
Hey, everybody. We have finished 2 hours of the pomodoro technique. That is an accomplishment. You guys should be proud of yourselves. I know I am. especially considering, right, that probably like 20 minutes right before I went live streamed. I was so exhausted that I already like laid down, and I almost fell asleep. I almost went in REM cycle. And but we all made it, and made it on time. So you should be proud of yourselves. Quick note. I just want to mention this and give a shout out to Aaron Waller, who goes live. He is going to be going live on his channel. That's Aaron Waller. And if you haven't checked out his YouTube channel, you got to do it. He has an awesome YouTube channel where he reviews movies, TV shows, and he specifically is going to be reviewing the DC Fandom weekend coverage. So you definitely don't want to miss that. He's got some good content that is headed your way. So look for him on YouTube, and do yourselves a favor and subscribe to his channel like stat. Okay. Speaking of subscribers, we also have Consult the Blind Guy. He also has multiple ways of kind of like multiple content, but specifically what he's working on is the Lita challenge, and I would challenge you to go to his channel so that you can check out what he has in store as well. He's got some pretty cool stuff. I actually looked at it this morning, and yeah, you should check it out. It's Consult a Blind Guy. I believe that's the full title. Let me double check just to make sure that I'm giving you the right information. And in the meantime, enjoy the music. I had it here. Okay, so he is doing so it's a challenge that he's doing during the month of August, and he's live streaming every day. He goes live every day in August. Oh, excuse me. It is Consult a Blind Guy. Consult a Blind Guy. He's on YouTube, and you definitely need to check out his content as well. He goes live, I believe. Andrew, if you can remind me, what time exactly do you go live? Early in the morning. Yeah, and glad everybody is okay, by the way, because I know Consult the Blind Guy was saying that there was an accident, and I'm just really glad that everybody is okay. Like, they're going to be sore from what I could see, but everybody is going to be okay, hopefully, and let's just all keep Andrew's, I believe it was friend, just got word from another of my bros. Okay, so I'm assuming it's a friend. Got in a major car accident, but thankfully everybody's going to be okay. They're going to be sore for a while because they got T-boned. Man, that's terrible. By someone running a red light and flipped the car. Man, it's a miracle that they're okay. I mean, that's got God all written all over it. So thank God that they're going to be okay. And 2 p.m. Eastern time is when Consult the Blind Guy goes live streams, and he's doing the challenge live every day in August. Definitely check out his content. And Aaron Waller, like I mentioned before, got to check out his content on YouTube. It's a fun time on live stream, that's for sure. He goes on at 7 p.m. Eastern time, so don't miss that. He's also let's see, he's on Instagram, so you can follow them, both of them actually, I believe, on Instagram. And one last guy I mentioned was I was gonna plug his stuff. Hey Archer. that was the other guy that I wanted to plug his stuff in. And Rhino Dog, I know that you have a podcast, and I've been meaning to get to it this weekend, so I'm actually going to be listening to it. and checking it out. So, guys, again, thank you so much for being here, for just kind of almost coming here on a consistent basis. And I know even the time of me doing this impromptu kind of like it just happened, right? But you guys have been here all the way through. I want to thank you so much, and I really hope that this is beneficial and helpful to you. And from what I can see, Rhino Dog, for you, I really appreciate the shout out. Thank you, #Pax, here at the station today and finished reading my devotion. That's awesome. I mean, I really, that is awesome to me, that you guys are getting stuff done, but not just checking things off, but enjoying, moments like that where you can have a devotion time. I think that's awesome. So, guys, this was awesome. This was a great session of the Pomodoro technique of 2 hours. We're going to come back Monday, and that's going to be at 4:50 p.m. our usual time. I will say this though, and I think just this weekend's the exception, because I'm trying to figure out what's the best time to be live streamed for our audience, right? And so tomorrow I am going to be live streaming tomorrow as well, and it's going to be a little bit after Aaron Waller's live stream. So I'm going to make sure that it's well distanced from his, so that there's no conflict. And I would love it if you can join me in Aaron Waller's live stream tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern time. So if you're on the West Coast, it's going to be a little bit earlier, like 4 p.m. So keep that in mind. And tomorrow I will be live streaming, I believe, at 5, because I had already, I think I said, oh, that's right, because I had a talk with my family about it. So I'm going to be live streaming tomorrow at 6 p.m. West Coast time. So that's Pacific time, Pacific daytime, that is, 6 p.m. So that's well, spaced out. And guys, again, thank you so much for being here on Meanwhile Studying with Paximus. I hope to see you tomorrow. And remember, be kind and rewind. Have a good night.
Cause you made it all, you made it all. Miracle. Out of luck and now you prayed for. Miracle. Cause you made it all, you made it all. Miracle. Out of luck and now you prayed for. Miracle. Cause you made it all, you made it all. Miracle. Out of luck and now you prayed for. Miracle. Cause you made it all, you made it all. Out of luck and now you're praying for miracle. Right outside your doorstep, nothing's quite as it seems. You were standing in the street, alone with all your broken dreams. Seems to me that you don't bother. The one in turn deserves another. No one sees the wounds you're licking. Feeling sorry while the clock is ticking. Cause you made it all, you made it all. Out of luck and now you prayed for. Cause you made it all.